What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. I would like to invite each and every one of you all to a tour that I am doing on November the 11th through the 22nd of 2022. This spiritual journey to Ghana is something that many people have been waiting for. I only have 18 slots that are available. This is an exclusive enrichment tour that those who have been searching for answers, those who have been looking for spiritual healings, that I have laid out this special tour in order to have those answered and for you all to experience what this whole Ghana tour is all about. This journey that we have been on in Americas that many of us do not know the rest of the story. So I'm giving you the invite to come and join us. Go to goblacktoafrica.com and reserve your spot today. What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. So I'm here with my man here. What's happening? What's your name, brother?
Theo.
Theo. I just met him, and he's got some things that he would like to share about South Africa, and you've also been in America.
Yeah.
You said you got a business in New York City.
Yeah, Wall Street.
He's got it right there in Wall Street. An asset management business? You said? Okay, all right, well, great. We were talking here, and you were sharing about the differences in America that you noted when you go to America and have lived there. What are some of those differences that you notice beyond than just America, but here in South Africa?
So I was saying personally.
What's your name again?
Theo.
Okay, we'll make sure we get that straight. Okay.
So I mean, America's always had great PR, right? The land of the free.
That's what they say.
When you seek asylum, you know, everyone wants to go to America.
Yeah.
You know, but I've been able to travel all over the world, and every single time I have been. Okay, so let me start with this, right? The first time I went to America was New York City.
Yeah.
You know, and it's congested and dirty as hell. Yeah, you know, and obviously, coming from a privileged side of South Africa, I was shocked, you know?
Now, when you say privileged side of Africa, you were brought up, your folks had money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where we are currently, Santon, the richest square mile in Africa.
Okay.
Right? And like I said earlier, South Africa has about 40,000 US dollar millionaires, which is the highest in Africa.
40,000 people who are millionaires.
US dollar millionaires.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Which is the highest in Africa.
Okay.
Right? And once I started traveling and everything, you know, I mean, you go to places in Europe, some are developed, some aren't, right? But once you get to America, you've got the American dream.
Yeah.
You know, and you think everything's rosy. New York City, I went, dirty as hell.
Yeah.
Subways, dirty as hell.
Yeah.
Plenty homeless people.
Yeah.
Way more than I see at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I finally went to LA recently.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's town or whatever. I saw so many poor people.
Yeah.
And obviously, globally, you have this idea. You go to LA, Hollywood, you know, it's all, but it's just like certain parts, just like here in South Africa.
Right.
You know, if you go to Sandhurst, you'll see Bentleys, Rolls Royces everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
And in my profession, what I've learned is if I've got $10 million, you've got $300 million, we can still afford the same things.
Right.
You've got more money than me, way more.
Yeah.
But we still afford the same things.
Right.
We live the same life.
Right.
You know? So when I saw that, I was shocked.
So you was down there in LA, probably Skid Row area. You saw a lot of homelessness, people in
Homeless
tents.
people.
Yeah.
Dodgy looking places.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys are, we're still dealing with racism, obviously. But we're not a minority in South Africa. You know?
Yeah.
But the minority holds all the wealth. The minority, which is the white people,
they hold all the wealth.
they hold most of the wealth,
Yeah.
right? But we are not the minority.
Of course.
Black people are the minority in America.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
and a lot of them live in fear. And that's why I'm saying America has a good PR system because of globalization, a lot of people, personally, I wouldn't want to move there. Before, everyone wants to move there.
But you don't care to live there.
Not now.
Well, let me ask you this right here. Have you visited other places besides New York City, LA? Those are large cities that, of course, have a lot of problematic issues when it comes to see more homelessness, crime, dirty cities. But have you been to any place else besides in America?
I've been to Arizona.
Okay.
Texas as well. But
Okay.
I wasn't there long enough to be integrated into the culture.
Okay. How
You
many
know?
years? How many years were you there?
No, it wasn't years.
Oh, not years.
Yeah, it was just a few months of traveling.
Okay. Okay.
But still, it's the same thing where it's still heavily segregated in terms of the black people live in black areas.
For the most part, you're right.
For the most part.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this right here. So you would have it rather living here in Johannesburg, where the majority, or the minority, you say white people, own the majority of wealth, versus being in America, where the majority, who is the white people, owns the majority of wealth.
Yeah.
And yet we're the minority as people of color.
So
So you'd rather have Johannesburg better?
I would, because here's my question, right? According to me, for black folks in America, there's channels of wealth. According to an outsider like myself, right?
There's channels of wealth.
Channels of wealth.
Okay.
Right? So, athlete, make it to the highest level. Rapper, make it to the highest level. Right? If you make it to an Ivy League college, highest level, right? And those are the channels of wealth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know if you can put this there, but you're just another nigga, and that's how people will treat you. Like just another nigga. And
You're saying here in South Africa, there are many channels to wealth. Are you saying that?
there are, so Africa as a continent is dealing with corruption.
America is the biggest corrupt country there is, so let's just put that out there.
Yeah, but we are being disadvantaged. We are being disadvantaged by our own leaders, right? So, for example, when Barack came to office,
Yeah.
right, he was the first black president.
Well, I disagree with you on that, but go ahead. He was raised by his mother, who was white.
Yeah. But you guys-
who she poured in her European mindset and mentality in him.
Yeah,
So there's a difference.
but the thing is, in Africa,
This
if
is
you
good.
if you've got a white parent, you're not black. You called colored, which is what you guys call mixed race. But
Yeah. Y'all call it colored here.
yes, but
Right.
you guys still consider the person black.
Yes.
We don't.
Right.
Chris Brown isn't black.
So you call him colored.
J. Cole isn't black. Drake isn't black. If they were in Africa,
Okay.
they'd be colored.
They just be colored. Now, is there, in the eyes of most black Africans that are here, is color to them less than black?
No.
Are they just
No.
looked at as a people, or is it better than?
No. So after colonization, because of apartheid, right?
Yep, apartheid, yeah.
There was a Group Areas Act, right?
Okay.
Where they separated them by culture,
Who's
Right.
they? Who's they?
the government.
And the government was who? Or is who?
The Dutch who colonized South Africa, the Afrikaners, right? So you just got here. If you go to Soweto,
Yeah.
Alexandra, Mamelodi, any township,
Yeah.
you won't find a tree.
Okay.
They cut them all down during apartheid,
Okay.
right? So that people couldn't hide in trees to attack them, right?
They literally cut down trees.
You won't find them.
They cut down trees so people couldn't hide in them to attack.
You won't find them, right?
Wow.
Cultures were segregated according to culture, right? So you'll find Zulus
So
in
the
KZN.
government had the majority of white people in there, the Dutch,
Yeah.
who were creating these laws of segregation.
Yes.
Basically categorizing people by their skin tones or who they're mixed with, and creating this so-called system
Yeah.
of racism.
So in South Africa, we've got 11 official languages.
Yeah.
If you go to KZN, you'll find Zulu.
Okay.
Eastern Cape, Xhosa. Limpopo, Pedi. right?
Yeah.
There's
11 of them.
11 of them, and you'll find them in their areas because of the Group Act,
Okay.
right? And that's what they used to separate us and to conquer us. It's different in other African countries.
Do they still have that group act that is active?
No,
Okay, they did away with it. Okay.
no.
No.
No, but that's why I said because the minority owns most of the wealth. This building, all the game reserves, when you guys come here, tourists, when you guys go to a game reserve
Yeah.
and see lions, elephants
Yeah.
in their natural habitat,
Yeah.
those farms are owned by white people.
Let me, Julius Malema.
Yeah,
Many people know about the EFF and what things he was doing, trying to make it an equal playing field by getting some of that land back.
yeah.
Is that still in the making? Is that a dead deal?
Look,
Or-
I don't know. Mugabe did it in Zimbabwe. Look, being controversial doesn't mean you're impactful.
That's true. That's why I said, is there anything being done? Because you can speak about something, but you're making no headway.
Yeah, but I mean, we 25 years, 26 years into our democracy. For 400 years, we had been colonized.
Yeah.
We're the most advanced country in the whole of Africa, right?
Okay.
And you find people, a small group of black people like myself and whatever, who've been privileged,
Yeah.
gone to good schools, lived a good life. But we've got that's not how the majority of South Africa is,
Right.
you know?
Exactly.
Come to South Africa, it's cool. Go to the rest of Africa, it's completely different.
Because you were making a profound statement that where most people who come to South Africa, they're going to these posh areas. That's not the real South Africa.
Yeah.
And so when people are going on these tours and things, they're not shown where the locals are, how they live, the problems that exist, or how the people feel. They're really getting just a taste of these areas where the wealth is, and which really is an injustice to their own selves
Yeah.
of experiencing the whole breadth of South Africa.
Yeah. And let's go back
Which I'm going to show y'all really some nice areas where locals live, as well
Yeah.
as even, if you want to say nice areas, but even areas where most aren't privileged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same with America, isn't it?
Yes.
For example, right, if you ask a random person, they know New York,
Yeah.
LA,
Yep.
or California, whatever, right? But there's small towns that people don't know about, you know?
Yeah.
That aren't as developed,
Yep.
where people are backwards thinking,
Yep.
right? You know, you go to New York, most people are vegans.
And
I'm
you're
just-
talking about New York City.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you go to a smaller town where most people are still Mormon and, you know,
Yeah.
conservative.
Exactly. So it goes hand in hand in that comparison that yes, you can get a taste of an area based upon where you go. If
I wish we knew in Africa. Imagine in Africa, South Africa, or the whole continent, where colonization never happened,
Yeah.
and how we would have advanced on our own. Before colonization, we built pyramids. They don't know how they were built still
Well,
today, with all our technology, right?
That's true. But let me ask you this right here.
Yeah.
Because the pyramids is tens of thousands of years old. How much of advancement do you think we would have done if not colonized?
But then what's the scale?
Yeah.
We're using the Western scale, right?
We're using a Western scale.
The Khoisan in South Africa, when they hunt, right?
Yeah.
Bow and arrow,
Yeah.
for example, athletes, long distance, the whole world knows Ethiopia, Kenya.
Yep.
Khoisan, even down here, when they hunt, they shoot an animal, they chase it
Yeah.
weeks on end.
Yeah.
They run long distance,
Yeah.
right? That's how we've always hunted,
Yeah.
right? the scale via advancement is Western.
Yeah, you sit on your butt, you wait
Yes.
for an animal to come around, and then you shoot it. You don't chase it.
Everything we do is colonized because of the Western, right?
Yeah.
And look, we can't. There's nothing. They decided to invade areas, and that's okay, right?
Yeah.
We can't imagine where we would have been. We built pyramids and all the other stuff that we've done. But what African people, even we call it Ubuntu in South Africa, right? What Ubuntu means, I don't even know how to explain it in English. What Ubuntu means, right, is African people never colonized anywhere, right? You're an African, or
Yeah.
actually never mind you being African. Ubuntu means as long as you're a person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're my brother, and I'm willing to share, protect, and you're part of my family. That's Ubuntu. It's called Ubuntu. Direct translation means being a person, right?
Oh, okay.
And that's what Africans are across the continent.
That's what Africans across the country.
That's how we are.
The sad part about it is that there are those who've come in and take advantage of that kindness, and who now wants to control and dictate how they want your community, your village, your country, or your continent to be. Where I think we need to wake up on that, to realize there's nothing wrong with us being welcoming people, and even let you come in to be part of, but we should never give up the control.
But we live in the world now.
Well, we could go on for days and days, and I don't want necessarily this video to be long. I'm quite sure we're going to exchange numbers, and hopefully we can do other conversations. You're a very interesting young man.
I'm gonna take you to the wealthiest, the poorest, every part. I'll show you South Africa.
You show me. That's the love of South Africans right here. He's willing to show me.
I'm gonna show you.
With that, family, this is your man, and this is your,
man.
not your boy.
I'm your boy, your man.
Go
It's my
black.
OG.
Come on, you say it with me. Go black to Africa. Go black to Africa.
Think about it, 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 think about it.